Hi, I am Nikki Miller. In this crazy time, I have learned some very important life lessons. First, we take things for granted and need to appreciate what we have and each other. Second, there are others far more unfortunate than my family. It is important to see how you can help others. It does not take a lot to brighten someone's day. We painted rocks to put around trails in our neighborhood to help make people smile. It was a lot of fun, and I think they turned out pretty cool. Third, neighbors can still be neighbors. We have had people who reached out and asked if we needed anything, and we reached out to them when we went on supply runs. Also, at 8 p.m., we go out every night and howl with our neighbors as a sign of strength and unity. So that is what I've learned over the past month, and I hope my Falcon family stays safe.
The application date for Link Crew has been extended to this Friday, April 24th. National Honor Society applications have been sent out and are due by May 1st. If you have any questions, contact Ms. Essner.
Hello everyone, I am Alex Quintana, a part of multimedia class of 2020 in Highlands Ranch. I am chilling at my dad's place until it's safe to go to my mom's, since one person in my mom's apartment complex resulted positive, so I have to stay at my dad's until it's safe to go down there, which is hopefully soon, because I'm missing my mother. And yeah, I am just settling in, just getting some stuff organized and such and put away, since I came home from a long trip from Grand Junction seeing my grand family, which was fun to see them. In just a moment, I'll be in my meeting class for one of my classes in about 20 minutes, and yeah, remote learning is pretty good. I'm doing good staying at home, and yeah, hope everyone is doing good. Thank you.
So, my life in quarantine. So far, it's been fine. Mostly just getting all my school stuff done at the beginning of the day, then just chilling for the rest of the day. Cooped up in my room. That's basically all I've been doing. I finished my schoolwork around maybe 11 or 12. And just hop on Xbox, play with friends until I feel like going to bed. Just wake up again and it's repeat. It's basically all that's going on. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. Trying to go outside the least that I can, even though it's kind of getting boring staying in a house. Yeah, and that's my life in quarantine. So, my life in quarantine. So far, it's been fine. Mostly just getting all my school stuff done at the beginning of the day, then just chilling for the rest of the day. Cooped up in my room. That's basically all I've been doing. I finished my schoolwork around maybe 11 or 12. And just hop on Xbox, play with friends until I feel like going to bed. Just wake up again and it's repeat. It's basically all that's going on. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. Trying to go outside the least that I can, even though it's kind of getting boring staying in a house. Yeah, and that's my life in quarantine.
Alright, so this is my life in quarantine. Usually I wake up at like 9ish right here from this bed, and then I go downstairs and either make breakfast or eat whatever my mom's making me. And then I come up here and I usually work on homework right over here. I got my setup where this is the computer where I do all my work from. Usually I have a couple Zoom calls every day. And then whatever work I have for that week. And then usually I try to get all my stuff done as early as I can so I can go downstairs and play basketball in my driveway. But other than that, I don't do a ton because I can't really go anywhere. I'd be playing baseball a lot if I could, but I just don't have that much time. Well, I have a lot of time for it, but it's just that I can't like go outside, especially since it's cold and all the parks are closed and stuff, so it's kind of tough to do that, but I kind of make the best that I can with it, but I feel like my life's kind of boring, so, I mean, yeah, that's really it. Yeah, there's my life.
Hi, this is Caden Black, period 2, 3D and animation. This is day something of quarantine because I'm honestly not keeping track because there is no point. Currently, quarantine life is pretty basic. I've just been doing what I would probably normally do, except more of it because it's like you're isolated, and that is not fun because you have no one to really hang out with, which is probably a downside of all this. But my main day-to-day thing to do is to either code or just play games because, like, it's to be honest, it's a little weird just kind of going anywhere and then you're seeing all these people with masks or just hardly anyone to begin with. I've been talking with my family more. My dad actually taught me how to play cribbage, which I never really would have wanted to play to begin with until he showed me. It's a really fun game, and I would honestly recommend it for people in general because it really is that fun. Unless you're into gambling, then that's not okay. This is Kane Black signing off.
Hello, so I guess this is my day in quarantine, but I'm feeling lazy today, so I say good morning to my dog because I sleep with her. I usually get onto my laptop and start some classes. Before I start any classes, I write in my planner what I need to do, and if I don't complete it, then I write it down for the next day, and I try to complete things during a reasonable time period. And usually once I complete a decent amount of homework, or I'm just bored of homework, I call my friends and we play video games. And recently we've been playing this modded Minecraft, which is pretty cool. Last week it was my mom's birthday, so I was making something for her, and I see what else I need to finish, which isn't a whole lot. Yeah, so that's, I guess, my day. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna Valentine, I do want Valentino. I sold my soul to the devil for designer, they said.
Okay, so this is my life during quarantine. It's pretty boring, pretty basic, just like what everybody else is going to be. Wake up, take a shower, maybe eat some breakfast, and then get to work on whatever I have assigned for that day. So right now, I'm actually working right here on my math. Got my whole laptop set up and everything. This is basically where I work every day, unless sometimes I'll go work in the kitchen. And then after this, probably go work out for a little bit, take a shower, and then play some games. Got my Xbox set up. And, it's been getting really old, really stale, really boring lately, so I think I'm gonna go annoy my parents. Long story short, that didn't go well. They actually kicked me outside, and I have to do my homework in the snow. Pretty chilly, you know. I may freeze to death, but it's the price you pay for having fun in quarantine. Thanks for watching.
So this is my life in quarantine. So basically what happens every day for 5 days, that's when we have normal school schedule, is that I have a daily schedule where we have time frame of doing. We have this whole day of doing work, and then the rest of the day we just game. So here's my first part. So from 9:30 to basically 3:30, I work on school stuff, from anything from math, English, science, or anything. I just work on that. Um, Currently, I'm working on my Brit lit assignment. As you, right lit assignment. You know. And I just keep working on different assignments for a while until 3. And right now it's currently 3:30, so I should probably be done with my work and just take a break. So moving on. When I'm done, it's either me going to take a shower and then go downstairs and go play video games. So
bike riding around the middle school track at Crest Hill. Yeah, it's been basically a replacement for all other aspects of what we used to do. We've had substantially more time since school got slashed, so it's been nice to get outside a little more. I haven't rode bikes with my brother in like 4 years, so definitely given us more time, although I hope this whole pandemic ends soon, because I definitely miss my friends and being at school.
Yeah, and my bike broke down twice, and we had to buy like 3. And he's using my old dad's, so he's extremely out of his comfort zone.
Shut up, Ian.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, this is what we've been doing. Hope your break is as interesting as it could be. All right.
We've been also biking along this. It's been a jolly old time. I'll see you later. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I will, but he will.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm here making my 1-minute video about remote learning. Lately, I mean, I don't mind it. I feel like I'm not getting the most I could get out of it like I would in school. But I guess it's fine. I mean, I miss interacting with my friends too. But mostly, beside missing school, I don't get to play the sports I do anymore right now, because they're both like canceled, I guess. Well, they're not really canceled, but they're like postponed. But I've been trying to work out a lot and get outside most of the time when it's warm, and really just try to stay on top of my work like I would and normally in school. But so far, I don't think it's that bad. I just miss everyone I get to see at school. All right, thank you.
So, my life in like quarantine right now, how would I really explain it? It's like alright, but kind of weird how we don't have to go to school to just work on stuff. But it also kind of sucks because we can't really go anywhere because of this virus. So, since this quarantine thing, it's kind of just used to being at home with family. And, well, yeah, it's like home and family. It also kind of gets kind of awkward because, like, you might want to do physical activities, even though, well, what I do is I go on the treadmill and run a little bit, and then works out just fine. But, like, it's really hard to really get in touch with people sometimes because they want to be left alone or whatnot, but everything in quarantine right now for me is just alright. So, my life in like quarantine right now, how would I really explain it? It's like alright, but kind of weird how we don't have to go to school to just work on stuff. But it also kind of sucks because we can't really go anywhere because of this virus. So, since this quarantine thing, it's kind of just used to being at home with family. And, well, yeah, it's like home and family. It also kind of gets kind of awkward because, like, you might want to do physical activities, even though, well, what I do is I go on the treadmill and run a little bit, and then works out just fine. But, like, it's really hard to really get in touch with people sometimes because they want to be left alone or whatnot, but everything in quarantine right now for me is just alright.
This is my daily student life in quarantine video. I just woke up and what I usually start my day with is kind of weird, but I actually get a class done before anything, just one class. So I did journalism to essay, and then I go take a shower and get ready for the day.
Okay, so I just got out of the shower and my hair dried, so I ate breakfast and I finished my math work for the whole week. And now I usually just hang out with my family, or I play video games with my brother. And some other things I like to do, like when I'm bored, I just like watch a movie or something, and then yeah.
Hey, I'm Isaac, and I like apples, and hi, and bye, and I'm nervous. My life during quarantine has changed a little bit, not too much. I've been waking up at my time, which is nice, and I've been able to just do my homework at my speed, and I woke up early today to do some homework, a lot of homework, and then I have online classes, which is like separate from just this year. And life is just different. I mean, I don't mind it. I only go outside for runs when the weather's nice and my hair's super long, and I like remote learning, and it's not too difficult or different, and I have teachers that I can talk to if I'm confused, but that hasn't happened recently, and I'm just doing fine. I mean, I get to learn at my own pace, and I don't have to, I turn in my homework whenever I need, like whenever I have time to, and I try to do it as soon as possible. And I work out in my garage because all the gyms are closed, and it's just fun. I mean, I don't mind it. It's good for me. I like it. Things that are different are I don't hang out with friends anymore, and it's fine. I mean I could, but you're not supposed to, so I don't. And just playing video games, and that's all. And I was looking at the video, the video, just to make sure I was doing it right. Seeing this guy's blog, I guess, or 1 minute video, and just following what he's doing. So that's all. Bye.
Okay, so I start my day by waking up in this bed, as one does. Then I bother my dog. Then I'll go and brush my teeth, just the daily routine. Afterwards, I usually wash my face, depending on the day. Most of the time I do. Today I'm not. Then I'll have breakfast. It really depends on the day what I'm gonna eat, but today I ate muffins that I made last night. Then I'll make my way down to the basement, which is a little bit terrifying when the lights are off. So I make sure there's no, people trying to get at me before I make it down there. Then I go over to my area where I do my homework in the basement, which is just on the couch. It's pretty obvious that I do my homework here and stuff because I've cluttered the entire area with all of my things, including a camera and some notebooks, my computer, and a Mickey Mouse drawing that I did when I was bored. And I'm bringing down water too, so that I can actually have water with me. Then after I'm done, well, not done with my homework, but I'll usually just take a break to stop and play a little bit of soccer, just do practice tricks or something, just while spring sports aren't in, or I'll do little footwork drills. It just depends on what I'm feeling that day. But yeah, and then after I do that, I'll go and do whatever other homework I have to do. Then once the sun starts to set, I'll do a walk or a run with my dogs. So then after I do that, I'll usually just go in and eat dinner with my family, and I didn't film that because it'd be a little awkward, but yeah, then I'll just shower and go to bed and repeat the process. So that's pretty much it. It's my daily routine. Bye.
Hi, my name is Kate, and I'm going to be telling you my week in about 2 minutes. So this was Easter, and my mom made brunch, which was really good. Then I had a dance party in my room, because, yeah, dance party was fun. And here's my cat looking stupid, and then I was watching my fish do laps around this little tank, which was, yeah. Then here's my teacher, English teacher Domo, and this was on one of our Zooms, which was really funny, and I took this with Snapchat. I also took this picture of my favorite science teacher, Berg, with a Snapchat filter. And then here's my mom and I with a fun Snapchat filter that we were just hanging out and laughing around with. Then the next day in the morning I was really tired, and so I felt like I looked like a unicorn in my blanket sweatshirt, or blanket. Then here's me on a Zoom call with my two best friends. We're just laughing. Here, oh yeah, here's me crying. A little sad. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was watching Avengers Endgame, which this made me really emotional and really sad, and I'll be quiet so you can listen. Abby, it's my doggo, my food. And then the next day I enjoyed pasta salad outside with my dog. And then I was really sad because I missed soccer and it wasn't good. And then I made myself feel better by playing Animal Jam, and I won! Here's me on Zoom again with my two best friends, Chelsea Napper and Emma Holmes. And then later that night on my own, I watched Kissing Booth because it's just a really good movie. And I stayed up pretty late. See, here I am really tired. Here's me yawning. Then the next day I watched a movie with my family, and I was taking funny pictures of my sister and her reactions, which I thought was funny. Then I played Animal Jam again the next day, and all my friends and I went on, which was pretty fun, keeping me entertained. Then here's another picture of my mom and I. We were just kind of sitting on my bed, having fun. And then we watched the Air Force fly over, and I brought my cat outside, which was really entertaining. And then here's me on FaceTime with one of my best friends, and we had buckets on our head because, you know, why not? Oh yeah, and this is one of my other best friends, Chelsea, and she's saying hello to my family because she loves my family.
Throw it.
And I love her. Then here's us on the
Anyways, that was my week,
teacher,
and I hope you enjoyed.
It was pretty
Bye.
entertaining because my friend Whitney really loved my teacher's baby.